Good evening, everyone. We'll give another 2-3 minutes for others to join. By the time you can type your names and the schools from where you are so that we know about each other a little bit.
और दिन पैन देख रहा है ओए फोन फड़ा इधर रे फड़ी
Okay, good evening once again. Welcome to this evening session on Introduction to Cybercrime. I hope all of you are well. We have got teachers from different nook and corners of India.
Yes.
We have got Monica from Jammu, Manjinder Kaur from Khanna, Kiran Man from Kila Raipur, Harvinder from Jalandhar, Sukhvinder from Ludhiana, Shefali Sagar. We have people from Pune also. Shweta Chavan from BVEM High School, Pune. Then Tarveen from Ashma International School, Nilam Bhalla from Ludhiana. I welcome all of you to this evening session on Introduction to Cybercrime. Let us start with today's session. First of all, I would like to share a very good news with you. In the morning today, I got an email from the famous Hilton Hotel, and they informed me that I have been selected as HR with a very hefty pay package. And they just want to verify my antecedents, my qualification, etc. And very soon they will be sending me the offer letter. Oh, thank you, Harpreet. Thank you very much. I just would like to know, have you received, because these kind of emails. Thank you, Govinder. Thank you, Shweta. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I deserved it, but the problem is that I did not apply for it. I cannot remember when I applied for it, and I was so lucky that they just selected me on the basis of my email. Maybe it was something very attractive or written in a very special way, this email address. And on the basis of that email address, they selected me and now offered me this job. It's a great job. It involves a lot of pounds they will be paying me and will be helping me in PR status also very soon for citizenship and all. You should also devise your email address in such a way that you get selected for these kind of jobs. And so that was the fun part of, and it's very true also. We keep on receiving these kind of messages in which we just think that we are very lucky, like sometimes our mobile number gets selected, sometimes we are offered a lottery, sometimes, and this is a very real news about this Hotel Hilton. Actually, I was just going through, when I was preparing for researching for this session, I was going through the news about cybercrime. I just came across this news that a person was cheated 3 times on the basis of this offer. Actually, when they said that there was an offer he received in his email from Hotel Hilton, it struck me immediately because I have been receiving these kind of mails quite a long time back. And the same hotel, they will offer you some job in HR or something, and there will be a very hefty pay package and all, and you will be lured into verification and all. I'll share the complete news with you, how it happened with this person. Like this fellow got duped. He received this mail, he got duped 3 times. Then they asked you, okay, you need to contact this phone number, and there you will be talking to the manager of the hotel, Mr. Wilson or something. And he gave the call. And then Mr. Wilson said, okay, yes, you have been selected, but we need to verify your documents, and there will be a verification fees that will amount around 2 lakh, and it is again refundable. He deposited that much amount, and then again came the call, okay, now the documents have been verified, but we need physical verification. For that, you will have to deposit 10 lakhs more. And this fellow again went ahead and deposited that amount. And then they asked you, okay, you need to furnish a certificate from Indian Reserve Bank, NOC from Indian Reserve Bank. And then he became doubtful that there is something wrong. When he approached certain people and tried to find out, and we came to know that it's totally fake. And he reported the matter. And after some time, this fellow got duped three times. Then after some days, he received a call from some bank. Some lady called and told him, okay, if you need a loan, we are offering loans. Again, the same process that we need to verify this and that. For this, you have to deposit 4,000, 3,000. Amount was low. But again, he got duped for that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you search for cybercrime, you will find a very long list, and you will find that the people are being duped by the day. They are being cheated by the day. Daily, कुछ ना कुछ हर मिनट कुछ ना कुछ चल रहा होता है. I got this news Times of India news page in front of me, and you can see this fake online friend targets state officer for money. Cybercrime conviction continues to remain low. Private bank staffer AD held in staff theft in data theft case. Lucknow businessman loses ₹52 lakh to cybercrime. Suspects made bid to siphon off money from account. Cyber criminals hacked the email of a very senior police officer. They targeted scheme beneficiaries in Andhra Pradesh. Like there are so many things, and like even in this page of Times of India, that is a reputed what you call firm, a paper, and I can find there are certain news items, some ads are there, and they are saying Sangrur millionaire reveals how to make money working from home. Now this is an ad on this prestigious newspaper's page, and they know that I belong to this area. I am somewhere in the area of Sangrur, and see how fast all these things are, and how deep their reach is. They know from where do you belong. Have you received some emails in which you find that you know the names? The names, they sound familiar to you. Like maybe they are in your contact list. They are very familiar sounding names, but when you open these emails, you find that it is somebody else. Have any of you received anything like that? No. Okay, very good. If you have not received, that means like you have not been using your email and your contacts have not been shared too much. But ones who have been too much on internet, then what you will find, their artificial intelligence is at work all the times. They will find from where you belong and what are the names of your contacts. So the emails and the offers and the ads that will be shared with you, you will find that they will be coming from the familiar areas. The names and the contacts, they will look very familiar. That's how they work on your mind, and that's how they lure you all the times. So cybercrime, it's a happening thing. It's happening all around us, and it's happening to the students also. So as adults, it's yeah, there are fraud loan calls, there are fake mail or policy agents, and I hope that you are cyber safe. You are taking all the precautions. आप सभी अच्छे से प्रिकॉशन लेते हैं सभी. Very happy to know that. Great. Yeah, you should be very safe, because cybercrime is happening all around us, and it's very what you call real thing as corona is. So there should be no doubt about it. I just would like to very good. Yes, all of you are very much aware. Okay, I just to go further, I am sharing a link with you. If you have any queries, please use this link. I have shared in your chat box. आप सभी की चैट बॉक्स में ये लिंक आ गया है, गूगल फॉर्म का है. प्लीज बी वेरी व्हाट यू कॉल साइबर सेफ. मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा कि यू आर वेरी सिक्योरिटी कॉन्शियस. Okay, I have shared a link. Please fill it up, and if you have any doubts, then we'll be clearing it later on. If there is any question, आपको लिंक मिल गया सभी को? Are you able to access it? Okay, good. Go ahead and fill the form. Great. Go ahead and fill the form.
I don't think so. We should
Take 2 minutes. Fill it up. Great, Shalini. I'll be coming to that. Okay, I'll be sending it again. Great, Vinti. Okay, you can ask. Otherwise, great, very good, great. I don't want you to fill it up. I don't want to fill it up. Please don't fill it up. It's just, it's just an example. It's just an example. Nobody should, nobody should, because they are asking for personal details which are not required at all. This link is asking for personal details which are not required at all. I just want to know what questions you want to ask. There is no need to know who is your spouse, how many kids you have, what is your bank preference. But see, it has been very obvious. But sometimes you will find a very innocuous looking, very simple looking, very sharif like Google form. You will see you are comparing some policies, or you want to know something else, and that website will prompt you to, okay, fill in these details. They will ask for your email ID. They will ask for the details which are not required at all. And we, in the flow of our we just want to find out some information, and in the flow we just fill up all these things which are not required at all. I am very happy that many of you have objected straightway, okay, why should we give our Aadhaar card? Why should we give? That's why I have put these things especially in this Google form, that these are the informations which are not required at all, which should not be shared. These are personal information. Even the name of spouse or the kids or the bank preference, like these, all these things, they are not required at all. So if any of you have filled it, I think that there are certain people who started filling it up. कईयों ने भरा भी होगा. And like what we think that it is coming from a very reliable source, or like somebody who is a little bit known to us. Okay, very good, Amanpreet. If you have not filled it up, it's very good. You should not fill it up. Let it be coming from anywhere. कई बार हम कहते हैं CBSE का उन्होंने टैग दे रखा होता है. There are certain sites which look like some very authenticated. It's not mandatory. Yeah, it's not mandatory. Don't fill it up. Don't fill it up, please. I don't need it. It is just an example that how we, without thinking, give our personal details to the cyber crooks, and later on they manipulate it, they exploit it on the basis of it. You know, there had been a case very recently that a person, a 25-year-old person, received a call. First, there was a request on social media by a lady, and he accepted that request. Then after some chatting, she asked, okay, please share your cell phone number. He shared the cell phone number. Then he received a video call. While he was on call, he had to go to washroom, and she requested you, okay, you just keep on using the phone. There's no need to turn your video off or something like that. And what happened that these crooks, they made a video clip of that. They morphed it and they used it on some porn content. And later on, they demanded rupees 50,000 for not sharing that clip. Now, this thing has happened many times. See how these criminals, they are so smart that they exploit our weaknesses. They know that an adult, if they come to know that you are a male, they will approach you as a female. And initially, it will be a very innocent chat, and later on, it can turn into anything. So these things are happening around us, and we as adults, we fall into these traps all the time. So what about our students? They need to, we know that they are very advanced in the use of mobiles and the use of social media. You may not be using those platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook Live, they are using it, everything of it. And we may not be that adept. And what we misunderstand is that because they know how to use these platforms, so they are mature enough and they are what you call expert enough to use them properly. But that's not the truth. These students are very vulnerable. These kids are very vulnerable when it comes to cybercrime. They exploit their childhood, they exploit their innocence, and they trap them in such a way that they don't find any way out. And if that kid is a girl, then it becomes very difficult, because sometimes, as our social structure is, that girls do not share anything which is inappropriate easily with the family members, because what she thinks is the moment I share it, they will ban everything and they will withdraw all the facilities, and I won't be allowed to do anything on social media if they come to know that I am being exploited. So she tries to hide this event and ultimately becomes more entrapped in it. So it's very important that, there is a concept of digital citizenship. CBSE has come out with a very beautiful manual. If you want to know more about it, it's called Cyber Safety Manual. It's available on CBSE site also. You can download it at any time, and it's a very beautiful manual. And they have taken up every aspect of what you call cyber safety and this cyber citizenship. There is a concept of cyber citizenship. Cyber citizenship, digital citizenship. That means there are 9 aspects to that. Digital access, that everybody should have access to internet and all. Digital literacy, they should know how to use it. Digital communication, different ways of communication. Digital commerce, they should be able to sell and purchase. Digital etiquettes, like they should know what are the etiquettes, how to use these platforms and social media. Digital health and well-being, they're not using too much. It should not be affecting their health. They should not become addicted to it. There's digital rights, freedom, and responsibilities. What are the rights? What are the freedoms? And how we should not be encroaching on others' freedom? What are our responsibilities? One aspect is digital security, and the other is digital law. Sometimes we will be dealing here with digital security and digital law, because it's very important that you should know and you should be able to share it with your students also. So what are the different aspects of digital security? So we have been discussing that it's very real. This cyber crimes, these are very real, and especially our young people, our students, they don't understand that how dangerous this is out there, and how they can be manipulated, and where to approach if they are even manipulated. So where to approach and what to do. So as adults and as teachers, we need to educate them. We need to tell them how to go about it. Okay. So, there are these are some news as I have shared with you already. Like there have been, in USA elections, there had been a wide spread theft of data, and even that was done by a very reputed company. And nobody had thought like these people will be going for that. And like for $1 or something, they had devised a quiz, and then they come to know what is the leaning of the person, whether he is a Democrat or a Republican, and on the basis of that data, people have run their campaigns and have helped in winning those elections also for Trump. So there had been an inquiry into it, though it did not come to any conclusion, but it's a foregone conclusion that this thing has really affected the outcome of US elections. So you can see that such an advanced company can be affected by these theft of data, and like it can decide even the government also. So the reach is very deep. So we as laymen, we should learn how to avoid falling in these traps. Okay. I just would like to ask you one question. I ask it in every workshop. Let us suppose you have posted a picture of you and your best friend on a favorite social media platform, and she said, I'm not comfortable with it. And if you have removed it, do you think that it has been removed permanently? No one else will have it now? No. Yeah. So once you have shared anything, it becomes permanent on the net and anybody can use it. So be very careful what you share on your. And again, this is again this question again I ask from everyone. Like, which of these devices do you think can be potentially exploited by an attacker? Like, if there is a cyber attack, so which of these devices can be potentially exploited? Yeah, great, Ranju. Yeah, very true. Very good, Shalini. Yeah, you are very, what you call, cyber informed. Very happy to know. Anything which is connected to internet can be hacked. Anything. Yeah, very true, very true. So I find that you are very well aware of all these things. Very happy to know that. Very happy to know that. There is an upward trend. Yeah, even electricity lines in Mumbai, yeah, everything can be hacked. Every single thing can be hacked. Your baby monitors, GPS, toaster, thermostat, anything which is connected to internet can be hacked and can be manipulated. There have been cases where they have used the camera on your device. Yeah. When we add bank details, that's very dangerous area. Like, we'll be discussing that also. So these cyber crimes have been happening for quite a long time back, and now they have come of age. These people are very smart and very tech savvy, and they come up with new things every time, and bad guys are always ahead of good guys. So we need to be very, very careful about it. See, here are certain things. Like, you will be wondering why they do it. Sometimes when I'll share you the reasons for cyber crime, can you give me some of the reasons? What do you think? What could be the reasons of cyber crime? Why people do the things what they do, which are of criminal nature? Why do they? For money, okay. Okay, for money, okay. For defamation, yeah. For money, there are some psychos, yeah, true. Looting, identity crisis, money or power, lack of jobs, great, money, and playing, revenge. Yeah, Aadhaar card, we should not share that detail of Aadhaar card, ma'am. Poverty, lack of moral education, sovereignty. Okay, fine. Good, very good. See, sometimes it's simple curiosity. Some kid who doesn't know, are we supposed to fill the form? No, Geeta ma'am, no. Please don't fill that form. Please don't fill that form. That was just an example. You are not supposed to fill that form. Doesn't matter. I'll remove it. It's on my server. If there is anything, I'm not going to use it against you, and don't worry about it. I'll remove it. I already made the arrangements that all these things should be deleted. But don't fill it again. Never. If any of you have filled, don't worry at all. Don't worry. Please don't worry. If any of you have filled, don't worry. We commit these mistakes. I have done some errors like these. So don't even feel upset about it, and don't feel like you have done something wrong. We do it all the times. The purpose was that I wanted to know how freely you give your information. It's not required. मैंने अपने कंप्यूटर टीचर को बोल के बनवाया है ये गूगल फॉर्म कि नहीं ये let me see कि let us see कि how well aware we are. So sometimes we don't know. So don't worry. It's very safe. Your information is safe. Okay, so sometimes it's also out of curiosity only. Like kids don't know and they go for some hacking. They hack emails, they hack some websites. So simple curiosity कि let us see कि करके देखते हैं. Sometimes it's revenge. There was a case in some Air Force school, and like there was a guy. He had some poke marks, and the whole class used to make fun of that person. What he did one day, what he did, like he morphed the faces of the whole class on some porn pics and posted on social site. And like nobody knew it. Like it was only after 15-20 days that father of one of the student like came across this pic, and then this whole thing started backwards, and then they came to know that this was the person who has done it. We don't even know what is happening, how like they morph our pictures. So whatever you put on your status or on your these public websites, social media websites, please be very careful. It can be used by anyone. If you are not used the proper privacy settings, it can be used to exploit you. So be very careful about it. So it could be out of curiosity. Sometimes it is out of revenge. Somebody like you have approached somebody approached you for a friendship and all, and you refused. Then if that person is a psycho, like if they cannot take no for as an answer, so they will try to harm you in whatever way they can. So this heckling and cyber harassment is easier. You know, in online classes, what is happening in online classes? Some of the students who cannot do anything in the physical classroom, so now they are taking it out on the teachers. So they come with some different names, and then they try to play a song or send a message which is not appropriate sometimes. So it is happening. It is happening. It happened last year, and again, like now we are teaching online, so things are happening. Yeah, they do it. So because they feel that they are safe, they can do anything. They are invisible. This internet give them a sense of invisibility. Like nobody can see them. They can do anything. Yeah, you can do some certain things like when you are using Zoom, you can go for waiting room. There are certain features, security features, which you should learn how to mute them, how to stop their messages, how they can message to you only. When they are messaging to you only, so they will lose the fun of it because nobody else can see. What they do for their peers, they do for their friends. Yeah, apply password change every time. Yeah, it's not possible sometimes, but you should go for a change, and you should share it just 10-15 minutes before you start your class, so that they're not able to share it with others. There was a case in our school also that the kid shared it with somebody who came to the same tuitions. So that fellow who had this password, he misused it, and he was from another school. So we just tracked him. I gave a call, and then his father was like, sorry sir, मैं माफी मांगता हूँ, this and that. So these things happening. There was another case. See, in a very small village, this thing has happened. The kids they had a camera, like from where they manage, I don't know, but they used to take pictures of everybody, every lady who crossed their street and in bathrooms and all. A lot of material was recovered from those kids, and they were just 6, 7, 8 class kids. They don't know. Sometimes that responsibility is missing because they are very young. And we were very happy that there was a school nearby known to me, and we were happy that teachers, they were safe. They did not click any photos of the teachers. But in their mahalla, they had taken photo of everyone. They used to roam about on motorcycle, and one of them used to catch. They were two twins. They were twins. There were two of them, and one of them used to drive, the other one used to carry that mobile and used to take pic of everyone, every girl and everything. So a lot of things are happening. They are doing it out of curiosity. They don't know what they are doing and how criminal it is. So we need to inform them. Most of the times, like, people are not aware about the implication, even what are the laws against it. We don't know. Like, you cannot share, you cannot take a pic of anyone without the permission. You cannot share any information about anyone without the permission. But we don't know the law. And girls are mostly the victims of these things. And sometimes they, as you know, to gain access to the money, they want to loot you, they want to swindle you out of your money. And sometimes, like, they just need power on somebody. Like, there are ransomwares in which, like, they will hack your computer and they'll demand some amount before they release your files, if they are important files. So these are the things which are happening around us. Okay, how these online threats manifest? कैसे होती हैं? How they? One of them is cyberbullying. Like, in cyberbullying, there are different terms. I would like you to understand them. Cyberbullying is it's emotional harassment, defamation or exposure, intimidation, like different kind of intimidation. कि ये कर ले. Like, there was some games, in the past, some of the kids were forced to commit suicide because the players, they intimidated them. Okay, you have to do it. You have to do this dangerous activity, and doing that, they used to lose. Yeah, do well. That challenge. Yeah, that's true. PUBG also. So they were told to do stunts which were very dangerous, and many of them lost their lives. Otherwise, like, there is social exclusion also. It happens in the peers, like some of the classmates, like, they exclude you. They do for fun. In the beginning, it is for the fun, but later on, like, they get harassed. And there is online sexual harassment also. They can exploit you. There could be, again, a very simple chat in the beginning, and then they invite you to meet somewhere, and then the thing starts happening around you. So there could be sexual solicitations, online exploitation hai, to usme, there could be aggressive sexual solicitation ki, okay, let us meet. They can blackmail you, the kids. It could be financial extraction. As I have told you that they, in a video call, how can we, we will be sharing that also. And financial extortion is there, commercial sexual exploitation is there. It happens all the times around us. They can show the kids some porn material. Like, there are a lot of things in which they can exploit sexually. Okay, there is cyber radicalization. Now, that is another area which is very dangerous. Like, they indoctrinate people, like, ideologically, some terrorist outfit. They recruit their people online. They can give threats of extreme violence. If how to know fake sites? Yeah, fake sites are like, they're very see, sometimes even Google and there are other browsers, they have got inbuilt features. Your phones, which are good phones, they have got inbuilt features. They will warn you that this website is fake. This is a dangerous website. Do you want to continue or not? Normally, if a website does not start, if it is a bank's website or some other important site, and it does not start with HTTPS, then it's a what you call dangerous website, and it can be some hacked website, and there are many hacked websites available. There are other ways also you can find out about the website. वेबसाइट का जो एड्रेस बार है उसके साइड में ही like you can click it, and there will be some they will display what kind of website it is, उसका certificate है या नहीं है. There are a lot of ways and means. The simple and most easy is that if it is HTTPS, yeah, that's right, Amanpreet has typed it very good. If S is there, that is for safety. That means that website is safe. Second thing, if it is a fake website, these criminals, they sometimes lack grammar. So there will be spelling mistakes. The color will be same, but there will be some spelling mistakes. The color will not be exactly the same. Some of the things they cannot do, even if they try their best, but still sometimes they commit mistakes. In the emails also, you will find that they have committed many grammatical mistakes. On websites also, you will find that there are certain grammatical mistakes. When you explore these websites, you will find that some of the things are missing. So whenever you come across things like this, be very, very alert, and you just quit that website immediately. Don't go for it. So there's some cyber radicalization. As I have told you, the terrorist outfit, again, they recruit people on internet. Yeah, fake logos are there. You'll be having attendance form very soon. In the end, like just 5 to 10 minutes before the session ends. Okay, online attacks are there. Attacks on devices, malware infection. There could be exposure to inappropriate contents. Identity theft is there. Phishing, hacking, and privacy. Malvertising is there. Producing and consuming pirated music and videos. Financial fraud. And harmful behavior के लिए, like alcohol, drugs use करने के लिए, like, you know that there is a special web. It is called deep web or dark net, and like you can have anything on that dark net. Everything, even you can purchase a nuclear bomb if you want. So it's what you call dangerous thing out there, as we have been discussing. Be very careful about it. Okay, I think my screen sharing has stopped. Let me see how I can restart it. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I hope it is visible now. Okay, now here are some common scenarios, and what can happen. There could be defamatory posts, and don't share your personal photographs, videos, or anything. Your profile picture again should be there for you know that you have got privacy settings. You can your privacy, your status can be seen by your friends only. Nobody else can see it. So always use it. Okay. So phishing calls. If there is a call and somebody is offering you something very easily, be very, very careful. It's a fake call most of the times. So don't share OTPs. OTP का मैं आपको बता दूं, it's very dangerous. Don't share your OTP. This thing has happened to one of person who was known to me. She was a girl, and she was in some friendship with somebody, and good, everything was good in the beginning, and you know, as happens in the friendship, later on it turns sour. You break up and something, but in the meantime, like when you believe somebody, you give that person everything. So that's what happened. She gave the phone. What he did, he downloaded some application on that phone, and after downloading that application, like on a particular day, he asked me, okay, I want to fill a form. I want to apply for a job on your behalf, so you'll receive an OTP. And she shared that OTP with that person. And later on, like, she just become aware that all kind of chats with the friends and calls, like, he came to know about everything what was happening in her life. And she was just surprised, what is happening, how this person knows everything. Like, if I had talked to somebody, and even the content of that talk, and the content of SMSs, the content of WhatsApp, everything. She was very surprised. And approached IT cell, came to me. She was very worried about it. She said, this thing has happened. And I asked, what you exactly have done? So she said, I even didn't know that this can be done. Then our IT head went into it and they came to know. Yes, there is an application. If it is downloaded on your phone, and if you share the OTP with that person, every single thing that is happening on that phone, every WhatsApp chat, every SMS, every call is recorded, and it is sent from your email to that person's email. Everything gets shared. Everything gets shared. And there's no way out. We were surprised that there was no way out to remove that application. Ultimately, we suggested to change the SIM, and when she changed the SIM from one operator to another, only then she got rid of it. So be very careful. Don't share your OTPs with anyone. Kitna bhi ho friend, even if it is spouse. Primary wing mein to we can go with the simple things, ma'am. We can tell them the simple things first. The basic etiquettes of you need to tell your students that they are very vulnerable and they should know how to avoid. There are Facebook related frauds. You know that Facebook is monitoring every activity. How many of you are using Facebook? I just would like to know. Many of you are using, and you will see that Facebook is monitoring every single thing, and not only Facebook, but there are other applications which are monitoring your activities. You know it. Okay. You know how to stop that. Let me tell you, if any of you don't know, open your Facebook. Open your Facebook just now. Open your Facebook and open your Facebook. I'll show you how many applications are monitoring you. And on the right hand top corner, go in the settings. Go in the settings. Again in the settings. And when you go in the settings, you will come to your Facebook information. You will come to your Facebook information. उसको नीचे scroll करोगे, you will come to your Facebook information, and in this column, in your Facebook information, there is third button of Facebook activity. Not only Facebook activity, but even if you are not on Facebook, you are using other application, even those are recorded. You click that off Facebook activity. आप click कीजिए, and there will be a list of applications which are being monitored by applications. You need to turn it off. Any website, anything which you are doing other than even other than Facebook, not only Facebook activity, but other activities also, they are being monitored by Facebook. And see, we all these buttons are there. These companies, they are safe. They say that we have given you the option. It's your option that you use. Okay, I will be repeating it again. On Facebook page, at the top right hand corner, there are 3 lines, horizontal lines. Click them. These are settings. And when you click them, then you will go to settings. After that, you go to settings. When you go to settings, scroll down, there will be your Facebook information. Your Facebook information. And in your Facebook information, there will be third button of Facebook activity. Off Facebook means the activity which is not on Facebook, other activity than Facebook. When you click it, when you click it, then the applications which are being monitored will be displayed there. You need to turn it off. And the same is story with Google also. You go to Google account, and when you reach there, you will find that use of apps and websites. and you will find that they are monitoring. How to turn it off? There is a button, you have to switch it off, from blue to white. When you click it, there is a switch on there. Manage your what you can do में नीचे दिया होगा, manage your off Facebook activity. When you click it, manage your off Facebook activity, then you can turn it on or off. That will be your choice. Okay, I'll be repeating it once again. Facebook पे जाइए आप, Facebook page, go to the Facebook page, right hand top corner पे sharing your screen. No, that will be difficult because it's on another phone. मैं इस पे Facebook नहीं है मेरे इस वाले phone पे. I keep it on a phone which is specially for these kind of things. I don't use Facebook on every laptop because Facebook, they steal your data. So I'm sorry. On the home page, okay. Yes, asking if you have got password, Facebook password, use that password. On the top hand corner, again, I'm telling you on Facebook, on top hand corner, when you click, menu will be displayed. In the menu, you go for settings. In the settings, when you scroll down, you will come to your Facebook information. Your Facebook information. In your Facebook information, Govinder, if you want to share, please share it. Clear the history also. Your Facebook information में third button है off Facebook activity. When you go to off Facebook activity, then you will see that how many websites they are monitoring. Then go to the what you can do में manage your off Facebook activity. Click it, turn it off. And same is with Google also. Same is with Google. They are tracking every single thing that you are doing, all the website you are visiting, and it's very dangerous because this data they get. This data like there was a news yesterday that Pentagon unknowingly shared data of more than crore people with a very dubious website. Unko, like they did it by mistake, but they shared it, the personal data. So it can happen anywhere, and you know, Pentagon is a very secured what you call site, and people are very smart there because it's a damn defense-related setup. It can happen anywhere. So don't share it. The first thing is that don't share it. Fake websites are there, fake URL there. They will offer you money. They will offer you beneficial schemes.
Excuse me, sir.
Awards. Don't go for them. They are insurance frauds. How to turn it off? Vishujan, you have to go to how to manage your activity में जाके, and then you have to turn it off. They will ask for your password. Then only you can turn it off. Insurance frauds are there, retirement service fraud, common cybercrime scenario, and there are legal sections. These are very real things happening around you, and a lot of $1 billion are being lost like in these cyber crimes, and they're very difficult to monitor. So what we can do, we can learn. First is where to report. Like there is a very special cell, cyber crime cell. So whenever you come across any fake call or any fake solicitation or email, or you feel any harassment, please report it to the cybercrime. It can be done online. Different states have started these cybercrime cells, and like you can report it. And sometimes be very careful. There are similar looking websites, and don't go for fake websites. They will ask for all the information, and later on you will come to know that it's not the real one. And there are certain other things which we can be very, very careful about is use of Wi-Fi. Sometimes we go for free Wi-Fi on stations and all. That is again very dangerous. These Wi-Fi, what happens, like government has offered some free Wi-Fi. There is a name of that Wi-Fi. Okay, let us suppose that Ludhiana station Wi-Fi. That is a portal. Now, what these crooks will do, even if you are staying in a hotel, like let us suppose you are staying Neelam Hotel. There will be a Wi-Fi connection by the name of Neelam Hotel. And these crooks, what they will do, if it is a famous hotel and a lot of people are staying there, what they will do, they will host fake Neelam Hotel Wi-Fi connections, Wi-Fi portals. So it will look like Neelam Hotel 1, Neelam Hotel 2, Neelam Hotel 3, like this. And it will be very easily accessible. And once you access it, they will steal all your data from your phone and from your laptop and all. So whenever you are staying in a hotel or you are in a station or something, please don't use free website. Don't use free Wi-Fi's there. And even if you are using it, please make sure that you're not sharing anything which is very vital, which is very private to you. Your personal information, don't share it. So especially when you're using Wi-Fi's. So let there be antiviruses, and you know that even your phone needs antivirus, though they slow you down. थोड़ा heavy होता है antivirus, but then again you need to load it on your mobile phones, on your laptops. Otherwise, you will be vulnerable to these attacks. Only you can see the list. Okay. We'll be coming to that also. So, okay, Gaurav, you are talking about Facebook. Still, you are stuck there. There's a switch on it. Manage your off Facebook activity करके. There's a switch there. You need to switch it off.
Sir, we are not
Off
getting the
Facebook
switch it
activity.
off
When you
button.
go to off Facebook activity, what you can do आएगा उसमें. हाँ Geeta, I'll delete it. Please don't worry. Manage your off Facebook activity. When you click manage your off Facebook activity, then it'll ask for your password. When you submit it, then there is a switch off or on. Clear your history also. History भी नहीं छोड़नी है और उसके बाद इसको off कर देना है. You don't need Facebook to monitor your website activities or application activities. There's no need to share it. Same is for your Google. Don't share your location. Location भी आपने कभी on नहीं करनी है unless it is very important. You will find everything is there. Location service क्या होती है? Once you turn this location service on, a lot of applications they start using this location service. Turn it off. There is a switch. When you go in settings, location service में जाओगे, iPhone में तो है. Like they display even in this Android phone में भी है. Arogya Setu, nothing is safe, man. I am not in favor of sharing anything with anybody. Like I sometimes don't give Aadhaar to even government sites. They are most insecure. So don't share unless you are like required very urgently, or it's very. Even Bluetooth is very what you call very dangerous. Even Bluetooth can be used to access all the information. And Wi-Fi से तो hacking बहुत ज़्यादा है. Like the connection which we receive in our, you know that your Wi-Fi provider can monitor all the activities, like all the websites you are visiting. Even they can monitor it. So it's better that you go for a VPN address. It's a little bit what you call refined kind of use. There's a VPN system in which you are like the instrument that you are using and the place from where you are using it is hidden. VPN is one of what you call safe thing, but even if you go for VPN, even they ask for your details, and I'm not sure that sharing details with them is very safe. The basic rule is do things which you can do offline easily, do them offline. Don't use too much of your this online transaction. Even if you let there be 2-3 accounts, bank accounts, one account should be holding just sufficient money, which you should be transferring only before you want to do some online transaction. So use one bank only, keep minimum amount in that, so that even if it is hacked, you are not at a great loss. In password, please don't use your date of birth, don't use your joining date, don't use your names. Google Pay is safe. Google Pay is safe. Some of the companies, they are safe. There's no doubt about that. But sometimes they even come under attack and the data is stolen. But I'm saying that keep minimum amount. That's the easiest thing that we can do, so that even if it is hacked, you are not losing too much money. Password, as I have told you, like it should be something unique to you. Like you should not go for correct grammar. You should not go for your date of birth. It should be like sometimes the name of your pet, that can be something which cannot be cracked. That is known to you only. So you can think of ways and means. Use capital letters, small letter, and sometimes you can use your like nickname that will be known to you only. Yeah, while installing an application, what Udham Singh says is that they always ask to allow camera, photo, contact. We are not allowing it. Does not. Fine, don't install it. Don't install it. But if it is something like Zoom needs to use your camera. Google Meet uses your camera, otherwise it won't be possible. Cam scan again needs your camera. Again, it is in your hands. Like later on, you can turn it off. Like in cam scan, you have to scan some documents. So when you are scanning it, then you can allow the camera, otherwise turn it off. And sometimes you are using GPS, you have to allow the location. But once you have used GPS, you have reached your destination, turn it off immediately. So yes, you should, in password, you should be using special characters. It should be strong. And you can use some special phrase. Bhim app it's a government app, ma'am, and I'm not very comfortable with these government apps because the security there is very lax. I'm not giving any adverse comment on government, but I know that a lot of people are involved and there's no guarantee of safety. Private operators are like they can be held accountable. उनको फिर भी डर है कि उनको कोई पूछ लेगा, उन पे केस हो जाएगा. These government people, they are not afraid of anything, so they don't pay too much attention. So use private players; they are better. So password you should be changing, and it should be something very strong and unique. I came across a website which checks your website like password whether it has been hacked or not. So I thought some person shared it with me. There is a website which checks whether your password has been hacked or not. So I just thought about it. I should use it and check my password. Is it strong or has it been hacked or not? But then I thought, if I am sharing that password with this website, what's the guarantee that they will not be using it? So don't share it with anyone. It's a website. A lot of people are using it. They check your website. They check your password, whether it has been hacked or not. But then again, you're sharing it with them. They can use it. So don't do it. So it should be some secret. Like there could be some phrase like, I am a bad girl, like I am a good boy, I'm a wit, without proper spellings. Something very unique to you, which nobody can guess. And the year could be like, it could be something unique. It should not be the vehicle number or the date of birth or anything like that. It could be like the first time you joined this school. You can think of something. There are many numbers which you can use. So when you are setting up this password, be very careful about that also. I have a password, and I'm guarantee you that I have been using it for last 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, and it has not been hacked as yet. Even my kids don't know what is my password. only once I shared it, and then they were surprised. Okay, just to show them, this is how I use my password, and they were surprised. Okay, अच्छा, we could not even imagine कि ये इस तरह से रखा होगा. So go for things like even your spouse or your kids cannot imagine कि you will be using it. Only then it can be secure. Otherwise, these people, they are very smart and they will guess it from your date of birth. That's why they ask, what is your date of birth? That's why they ask, which color do you like? So this, very slowly they will collect this data from you, and then they use algorithms. There is artificial intelligence, and they come up with they crack your passwords. It's not safe. Yeah. Gmails are being hacked. Yeah, they are hacking it. Yes, all the passwords are there in your Gmail, so don't store in there. Yeah, very true, Gurvinder. You know, the Google में एक feature है, they manage your password, and it's not managing. They just keep it ready for anybody who can hack it. All your passwords. I came across it like quite a long way back, 2-3 साल हो गए. Then I was just scrolling and I came to this feature, manage your password. And when I went in that, so Google had stored all the password which I have used for different kind of websites. सारे पड़े थे उसमें. Even which I have not saved, वो भी उसने डाल रखे थे. So anybody could have hacked and had those passwords. So be very sure these are the features you have to look around, and you have to tell the students also. That's what I want you to take home. That it's a very dangerous area. It's like road. जैसे road है, जैसे कोरोना है ना, इसी तरह से it's a very unsafe area. This cyber, this is very unsafe place. Be very careful. Any accident can happen anywhere. So wishing that all of you will be staying safe, will be keeping these things in mind, and if you have been committing any errors like you did in the form in the beginning, don't do it. अगर आपको कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन और ऐप की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है, डोंट डाउनलोड इट. डोंट डाउनलोड टू मैनी ऐप्स. एक अलग से ना एक फ़ोन रखो टूटा फूटा सा, जिसमें आप कुछ और नहीं कर रहे, यही कर रहे हैं सिर्फ सोशल मीडिया एंड दिस थिंग. उसमें करो ये सारे काम. लाइक इवन इफ इट इज़ हैक्ड, तो देयर इज नो इश्यूज कि आपकी कोई सेफ्टी को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. एंड डोंट शेयर योर पिक्स, डोंट शेयर योर पर्सनल. अब मुझे लगता है, आई डोंट नो लाइक व्हाई पीपल डू दिस. यहाँ मैं खाना खा रहा हूँ, अब मैं बस में बैठा हूँ, आई एम गोइंग देयर, आई एम स्लीपिंग नाउ, एवरीथिंग दे आर शेयरिंग, ऑल द पिक्स एंड एवरीथिंग. They can be exploited. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, and wishing you all the safety, cyber safety. I end my session here. If you have any questions, you can ask me. You can mark your attendance and leave. Thank you everyone. Thank you for being here. I know it's late evening, so all of you wanted to do a lot of things. खाना बनाना है, सब्जी है, ये है. Stay safe from Corona also. It's happening all around us. So I wish that every one of you stay healthy, stay positive also. These things will pass very soon. Yeah, you can take screenshot if you want. Attendance link is there. You can mark your attendance. Once you have marked, you can leave. Thank you everyone. Thank you for being here. iPhone is nothing is safe, sir. Nothing is safe. I am using iPhone, but I know like there have been reports that even iPhone applications, they hack you. Otherwise, the iPhone cannot be hacked, but still there are certain applications. If you use them, even iPhone cannot do anything. So they steal your data. Otherwise, iPhone cannot be hacked easily. But even आप दूसरे फोन को भी अच्छे से रख सकते हैं. Like you just need to follow certain guidelines. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words. Sure, Mithila, I have shared my email ID. Please email me. Only then I'll be able to share. I won't be able to remember your email ID. So,
sir, actually, I missed the first starting.
if you want any TPT or anything, you can email me on dalbirbullar@editmail.com. I will try to share it with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone.
सर अटेंडेंस लिंक दोबारा भेज दीजिए प्लीज। मैं लेफ्ट हो गई थी, नेट प्रॉब्लम थी।
ID is there on the PPT, मैम, डिस्प्ले हो रही है आपके सामने, दलबीर भुल्लर करके @rediffmail.com. मिथिला, can you see it?
सर नेट प्रॉब्लम के कारण मैं लेफ्ट हो गई।
थैंक यू के नीचे है, if you can see my PPT. Okay. What do you need, ma'am? OPT, what OPT is, Nandini? Spam and phishing again, when we send a lot of, when a person is sending a lot of mails to fish some data. Phishing again is, you can think of it in the sense of catching fish. So they will send you a mail to collect the data from you. Yes, Kumar, I can share PPT. You need to send an email to me. I'll share it with you. You can mark your attendance. No, Nandini Kumar, please note down my email ID and send me a hi on that and request. Only then I will be able to share. I won't be able to remember this email ID. It will be lost once I am off this Google Meet, then the data will be lost. So please send me that email, then I will share it with you. Better you go for CBSE, this document, CBSE cyber safety document. It's very good document. A lot of things are available there. So I would like to suggest that you access that. It is easily available. साइबर सेफ्टी मैनुअल करके है CBSE का, और उसको डाउनलोड कीजिए and you will get all the information which you need to use for being cyber safe. Lot of things are available. It's a beautiful document. Sure, Kailash, you need to send me an email. I'll be sharing it with you. Mark your attendance, please, and then you can leave. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, is it CBSE cyber safety manual for student that you are talking about?